Shalom Aleichem. Learning Likutei Moharan, Torah Lamed Chet 38, Part Zayin, Bezrat Hashem. That's it. So we learned about the righteous man, that he achieved huge things, and he's achieving all of his greatness, all of his beauty, all of his wisdom, because that he's putting so much into Avodat Hashem, that he's sacrificing from himself so much, he gives so much, and he's breaking himself to pieces, like that we saw on Moshe Rabbeinu with the holy tablets, that he was risking himself so much, was ready to die for all of Am Yisrael, just because he realized he wanted to give the Torah for Am Yisrael. He knew that that's the right thing to do, so he was ready to even to be erased from heaven forever, to be ashamed and insulted forever in the mouths of people, that people were always going to disgrace. He couldn't care less about those things. He had a purpose. He knew that he is here to do good, to bring Am Yisrael to believe in the Creator. So, and we saw that the light came out from the holy tablets actually when Moshe Rabbeinu broke the holy tablets. And then we saw that the light was shining on his face, and then everyone that saw him started to believe in Hashem Yitbarach because of him. So when you sit alone in your room, you do your Hitbodedut, you're in the field, or you hear the insultings, bizyonot, and you feel all alone. I'm home now, I'm suffering, I don't learn, I'm being rebuked now, or whatever you go through in your life, and you say, I'm not teaching Torah, I'm not learning Torah, I'm not mezakeh Arabim, I'm not helping others. No, all of that, it's not true. Because if you would be now outside and you would try to talk to people, you wouldn't bring so many good results. It wouldn't be something so special. But now, when you've been humbled by Hashem, humiliated by Hashem, now when you're going to come, maybe it's going to take you, you're going to have less time, maybe you will not going to do exactly what you planned to or thought that's going to be the best, but the truth is that if you're going to check it, you're going to see that you achieved a lot more, because that you achieved a new level, you came to another place. So for you, you were alone in your house being insulted or whatever, had to go through some things. If you accepted it with love, with faith, so it's changing your face. And then when you're going to go outside and you're going to talk to people, so all of your words really going to make fruits. So the light was shining outside from the face of Moshe Rabbeinu, and then people received their fear from heaven, received their faith in Hashem Yitbarach from him, mimeka, from him. By that shame that he had, that he wasn't dividing the situations that he went through from Hashem. When a person now, for an example, finds himself, let's say that he is in the office, in his work, and the boss is rebuking him, tells him, you're a horrible worker, you're doing a horrible job. And if for you in that situation, the Creator is not running the show, so you can be very hurt from that person, and you might never forgive him, and you might even want to revenge, chas v'shalom. And it can affect your life, it can shake your self-confidence, and you might take some big, horrible decisions in your life that are going to destroy your life because of that bad experience. But it's all because that you gave power to that speaker, to that person that just rebuked you. But if when you're standing in front of that person, you say to yourself, it's only God speaking through his mouth, that person, I don't blame him. He's just been used now by Hashem. Hashem chose him if I'm suffering under his hand, so probably something wrong with him, so he's a poor guy that needs to bring down bad things into the world. So Adrabah, even more so, I have mercy for him. I have pity for him, you say? Pity on him. And because he needs now to suffer, to be angry, to be much crazy, mad on me, because I need to hear that rebuke. For me now, that rebuke is a must, because God decided that those are the words that I need to hear. So now I'm going to listen. And then when you do that, you don't have no problems anymore with that person. And all of that horrible information is not so horrible anymore. Just you take it and it becomes to be very useful for you. Because if you want to learn how to get closer to the Creator, if you want to work on your attributes, on your midot, and you want to be pure, and you want to be honest, and you want to be right, and you want to be righteous, and you want to do your job like you should do your job, and you want to be a good husband, and you want to be a good father, so the things that you're going to hear on that are going to reveal your lackings will not going to hurt your feelings. They're going to make you happy. For you, it's going to be a huge opportunity now to work on your skills, to work on your manners, to work on your attributes, to work on everything that requires for you to be a better person. It depends on the purpose that you have. If your purpose is just to lie down and to be left alone and quiet, that no one's going to bother you, so okay. You don't have a purpose, you don't have the Creator in your life to wake you up, to achieve new things, new goals all of the time. You're not going to develop. And things are going to try to push you to growth and to success, and will shake your stability. They're going to make you feel not comfortable with them. What do you want from me? I want to sleep. Leave me alone. I don't want to grow. So that's the problem, that the person, he needs to want. And Moshe Rabbeinu, he wanted so much that he couldn't care less about himself. This is why he's always making another step and another step. And he's ready every moment of his life to burn everything, to risk everything. He doesn't think about nothing. He doesn't care about nothing. Not his family, and not his future, and not his world to come, and not his reward, and not his closeness to Hashem. With Hashem, he's going to fight, and he's going to rebuke Hashem. He's going to show to Hashem, Yitbarach, Hashem, you are wrong. And only because that he knows that inside the Kadosh Baruch Hu's got a will that is higher than what that he reveals to us, the common people, than what that he's exposing in the Torah. Okay, so the Torah tells you that you need to have, we spoke about it, it's a very good example. Yesterday, on the first two commandments that HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells Am Yisrael, what? When you have that opportunity to talk to Am Yisrael, what are you saying? What are you saying? And we see Hashem is saying to us, I'm your God. I love you. I'm with you. Second, don't go nowhere. Stay with me. Stick to me. Don't worship idols. Those are the two commandments that God tells us. That's what He really have in His heart. After it, when you see you have so many obligations, so many mitzvot, you need to keep Shabbos, kashrut, purity, tons of obligations, tons of constrictions that's supposed to bring you to the first ones. To Anochi Hashem Elokecha, lo yeh lecha elokim acherim al panai. That's the real will. That's when Hashem revealed His will. He just told you, hey, I'm here. I'm here for you. I love you. And that's it. And if you're going to let Him talk again, that's exactly what He's going to say. He doesn't need you to do all of the rest of the things. Just the rest of the things are here for you to bring you to faith, to bring you to recognition, to bring you to that awareness that God is here and He loves you. Just we don't believe in that. That's why we're lazy and we're not praying on everything that we want to achieve. But if you would understand that you need to achieve something, like Moshe Rabbeinu, what Moshe Rabbeinu is doing in time of crisis, in time of trouble, he's going to the mountains, to the fields, and he's talking and talking and talking and talking 40 days and nights Straight. He doesn't think about food. He didn't took something with it and he decided not to eat it after he wasn't hungry. No. He went into the fields with no food, with nothing on him. He just went to talk to God, to argue with Hashem. Now you have so many difficulties, so many troubles. What are we doing with it? No, I have my Sidra Limud, I have my job, I have my visa. I don't say that you don't, but you also don't help to solve the problems. It's okay. You don't have the powers, or you don't believe that you have the powers, or that you don't care so much about the problems and the troubles. People are dying every day. Young people are dying every day. Does it matter? Innocent people are dying every day, being hurt every day, being attacked on nothing, on the fact that they're Jews, on the fact that they're Jewish people. And not only Jews, around the world people are being attacked on the fact that they want to live. And we let it happen. If you're not stopping it, so you let it happen. You say, how am I going to stop it? You don't believe in the power of prayer. That's the truth. If you would believe, you would do. If now you could decide, there's a button, they will tell you, now if you're going to push that button, no more shfichut damim, no more people are going to die, no more blood in the streets, no more terror attacks. Would you push that button? Everyone would say yes. For sure, no one going to die, no one going to be stabbed anymore, no one going to be run by no crazy car drivers, no, everything be quiet and normal and sane in the streets. People are going to be able to go to the parks, to be happy. Push the button. Would you do it? Yes. Why? Because you really would believe that you have the power to change. If they're going to tell you, okay, vote for Bibi. No, not for Bibi. Vote for, I don't know who is over there today except of him. Maybe he's the only one. Enod milvado. There's no one except of Bibi. So, okay, so you don't even go to vote. You know that it's worthless. You know that you are not going to change and no one else is going to change. You know that no one cares. You see on all of those people, you see what's going on in the world. You see the leaders, they don't care. The prime minister that was the prime minister in the time of the war in Lebanon, the prime minister in Eretz Israel, when we had the war in Lebanon. So in the time of the craziest crisis, when the war was on and people ran away from the north, from Tzfat, he bought lands over there in Tzfat, the prime minister. In the time that the prices went down and everyone ran away from their houses from the north, he bought properties. What's going on? We lost our minds. You don't have leaders today. You don't have no one that you can count. In the time that we're running from our houses, you're buying our houses. It's crazy. That's what you done. So okay, you see, you don't have no one to count on except of Hashem. We don't have the leaders that really can lead us, that really are honest people and strong people and powerful people. They're not here. They're not there. So you stand in a situation that you know that to go to the politicheim, to the, how you say politicheim? Politicians, it's not going to help you. To push a no button is going to help you. To see the news again and again, we're not going to help you. To read all of the newspapers, not going to help you. So you give up. Why you give up? Because you also don't believe in the power of prayer. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe that you have spiritual powers, that you're important in the eyes of Hashem, that Hashem care about your words. And why? Because you're testing it for a few minutes. You say, okay, you know what, I'll try. And then you go and you say, please Hashem, can you help us? Please cancel all judgments. Please, the people are not going to die anymore. And you go home, back to your sadness, to in front of your TV screen, and to eat and drink and go to sleep, and that's it. So even that you gave it a chance, it was only for 5 minutes, for 10, you say, you know what, I'm going to do 1 hour, and that's it. Moshe Rabbeinu, when he's deciding to do something with his life, He's putting all of his heart into that thing. He doesn't wait that people are going to tell him, hey, let's, you know what, come on, let's, bo, naseh. No, Moshe Rabbeinu, he doesn't wait to no one. He knows there's something to do. He's going and he's doing it. You want to help? Help. You don't need to wait that someone's going to tell you, hey, come, help me, I need your help. No, if that's what you need, so you don't want to help. You want someone to call you, you want to be important, you want someone to hug you, you want someone to tell you, hey, come, let's do. You want to do. Am Yisrael, they said to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Naaseh, we're going to do. We're going to do. What you going to do? You don't know. I haven't commanded you nothing. What you going to do? They say we're going to do whatever we're going to hear that we need to do. Naaseh v'nishma. First of all, we're going to do. Whatever you're going to command us, we're going to do. First of all, they came in the morning early. They were standing with their shoes and their uniform, soldiers ready to serve. What do you need from us? Yes. What do you say? And that's it. Those are real soldiers. They're waking up in the morning with a mission, with a will, with a desire to do good things. They don't need no one to wake them up. We need to work on ourselves to be like that, to have a purpose in life. And then you're not afraid of no difficulties. No obstacles can make you scared. No difficulty, nothing. Okay, so now that's the mission. Okay, that's the mission. What's the problem? There was a king that told all of his people, I'm going to give a big reward to the person that's going to take that huge rock, a huge boulder on top of that mountain. So all of the heroes came, and all of the soldiers came, and the geniuses, the mumchim, experts came, and they're looking and checking. Maybe we'll lift it, maybe we'll move it, maybe... No one can move that boulder. No one. And when everyone went away, there was one guy over there with a hammer, and he started to break that boulder, that rock, and he broke it to small pieces, and he took them one after the other on top of that mountain. And after 2 weeks, after 6 weeks, he came back and he said, I finished. And he'd been rewarded. He got the prize. The king didn't say that you need to take it all in one piece. He just said, I want this over there. All of it was there? Yes, you got it. Hashem said, bring me Geula. I want the Geula. I want all of Am Yisrael to do tshuva. You don't need to sit now and to say, I'm not able to be Mashiach. No, I'm not going to be Mashiach. I'm so defective. No one said you need to be Mashiach to bring the Geula. No one said you need to be Rabbi Nachman to bring the Geula. No one said that you need to be a huge rabbi to bring the Geula. What means the Geula? Geula means that all of Am Yisrael are going to do tshuva. That all of the people of Am Yisrael are going to believe in Hashem. Okay, so that guy in the bus, you cannot talk to him. That person in the bus station, you cannot speak to him. That guy that you just met while you were going to shopping, you cannot hold that person for 5 minutes and talk to him. By the way, wow, I saw a huge miracle today. Something amazing happened to me. You won't believe it. Start talking. Why are you holding yourself back? Oh, you're not Mashiach, you're not able to do it. Okay, but you can help me, I can help him, and he can help us. And then, okay, together we have 4. And then we'll have 5 and 6 and 10 and 12, and that's it. And we're finished. Everyone need to bring 1. If 1 will bring 1, we're finished. If everyone will bring 1, we're finished. We achieved it. You don't need to bring more than 1. And if you see that it's so hard for you, so bring yourself. Also work on yourself, it's the same. If you see that you're so far, so work on yourself. Be mekarev yourself, bring yourself closer to the Creator. No problem. If you see that you're still far, if you see that you don't have faith, if you see that you don't count on Hashem, if you see that you're getting angry and wild and then vicious and cruel, and so far from simple faith, from simplicity, from kindness, so, okay, work on yourself. You're going to help us, that we will not going to have to waste our time with you. You're also in that list. Okay, so take care of yourself, and it's great. You helped us. You saved us a precious time. We're going to help you. We're going to help someone else in that time that we could have helped you. Everyone have the power to do something with himself, and he just needs to want it. He needs to break himself. He needs to be ready to sacrifice himself. And not to wait until someone's going to wake him up. And that's what it's written on Moshe Rabbeinu. That Moshe Rabbeinu, from every moment that he developed, that he was growing, he was going into feel more that he's not worthy, that he is, and he wasn't chasing himself, he wasn't blaming himself, he just realized, I'm here to serve, I'm here to give. Who am I to receive? Who am I to have? Okay, now I got something, I'm here to give. So I'm going to give it to someone else. I'm going to share. You learned something, what is going to help you to put it all in your safe, and you're going to forget it one day. It's better to spread it. It's better to talk about it, to share it with more people. And those people are going to talk to more people and more people. You know how many people, they received a book, like the books of Rav Shalom or books of Rabbi Nachman in Breslev, or books that are strong books, inspiring books of faith. They received that book, they received that CD, they didn't even hear it, they didn't even read that book. They just hand it to someone else. And that person woke up by that book, or even a third person or a fifth person. And that person woke up. Someone took that book with him, someone gave it to him in the airport, whatever. He went, he flew to India. Over there in India, he couldn't care less about that book. He just put it somewhere outside his suitcase. Someone else saw, oh, nice book, amazing, what? And he done tshuva. And it's the divine plan of Hashem. So you need to cooperate with that. You need to nullify yourself to the will of Hashem. What Hashem? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? For sure you want me to smile. For sure you want me to do good things to help people. For sure you want me to be kind. For sure you want me to help people to understand at least the good things that I know that are good. Good things that I know at least that they are important. So from the wisdom that you gave me, I'm going to try to share, to give it to others. Moshe Rabbeinu is bringing from himself, from his heart. He's giving everything that he's got to Am Yisrael. Because he feels that he is not the purpose of his being. When a person still is, that's why it's written, Anochi Hashem Elokecha. If you're selfish, so Hashem Elokecha, it's the only solution for you. If you're Anochi, it's also selfish. It's also, when the person is saying Anochi, he means me. But also when we're saying on another person that he's Anochi, it means that he's selfish. So Hashem is saying to us, I am Hashem, your God. So Hashem is saying to us, you're selfish. So I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna lead you. So if you find yourself that you're selfish, so you cannot grow like that. You have to work on yourself. And with the practice, you're getting used to it, and it's can become to be a lot nicer and a lot easier. So you need to practice on that. You need to practice to give charity. It's hard in the beginning. You don't know what, I'm going to take out my wallet now. I'm going to I'm going to do it now. I'm going to take that bill out from my wallet. No, I'm not. People are not doing those things, I'm not going to do it. No, do it. Do it. Take out your wallet and take out money from your wallet. Yesterday night, I wanted to give charity. I was in the grave of Rabbi Zev Lebovich, and I wanted to say a certain tefillah, and I wanted to give charity over there. So immediately, automatically, I took out from my pocket all of the small change that I had. That's how you give charity, right? No, it doesn't have to be like that. I took out all of the small change, and then I said to myself, why the first thing that you've done when you wanted to give charity was to look for the change? Why? Why to do tzedakah like that? So I opened my other pocket that I had, and I took out a bill that I had over there, and I gave both to charity. I said, no, you're not going to replace that. You plan to give that. So give this and also that. And I gave both. So you work on yourself. You work on yourself to break that cruelty of being cheap. Even when you're generous, you can find yourself cheap. You're generous and you're cheap in the same time. We have a problem. I'm not kidding. We do. I admit. We all have a problem. But the one that takes himself to work, so he's gonna succeed. He's gonna climb out from all of his difficulties, from all of his problems. It's hard for you. Work on it. It's hard for you not to rebuke your wife. It's hard. You're used to it. Even though that you look at yourself and you say, what am I, a clown? What am I doing? I'm hurting that person. I'm insulting her on a daily basis. Every day I hurt her. Every day I insult her. Every day I see that she wants to cry. Every day, and I'm doing it again and again. When I'm going to stop? If you will not going to work on yourself, you're never going to stop. If you're just going to see it every day, you just become to be even worse. Because you see it and you don't do, so something is wrong with you. So how are you going to do? How are you going to work on yourself? In daily prayers, in daily itbodedut. Every day you're going to talk to yourself, I cannot do it. And when you're done it, you need to work on yourself. It's hard for you to apologize. Okay, but work on yourself. Go, tell her, listen, I'll talk to you later. And after 5 minutes, come again and tell her, I wanted to say I'm sorry. Don't say I'm sorry yet. Next time. Say, I thought that I need to apologize. Okay, start like that. It's a good start. I thought to myself, when I was so busy being selfish, that I might one day gonna probably, if Hashem will want, to apologize. Okay, so it's a good start. You opened something. You moved one obstacle of your way. You opened, you cleared your path. One step forward. And then in the next day, again, remember what I told you yesterday? So, Bezrat Hashem, today, Im Yirtzeh Hashem, I'll talk to you about it later. And that's it. That's how you progress, one day after the other. And then suddenly to apologize, it's not something that is so hard. It's not something that is so hard. I remember I once talked to a couple about Shalom Bayit, that she said that she was married to that person for 18 years. And then they divorced. She told him before they divorced, I want you to tell me once that you love me. He told her, you know it, I don't need to say it. She said, yeah, I know it, but I want you to say it. I want to hear it once. He said, if you already know it, so you don't need to hear it. Why? What's your problem? Why it's so hard to say I love you? Ma baya. Okay, you're so hurt. Okay, I understand. You know what? Okay, let's say that you're really so hurt that you cannot say. Okay, so let's work on it. Let's work on it. Work on it. Go to the fields and work on yourself and work and say to yourself, okay, today I'm going to tell her I love you. Today I'm going to show her I love her. Today I'm going to do something to show her my appreciation. Maybe I'm going to start. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to try. And then it's hard for you to say, write it down. Is it also hard to write a letter? Okay, so do something. Buy a blessing card, Kartis Bracha, you say blessing card? Greetings card. That it's written on it, I love you. Okay, let someone else, let the printer do it for you. Okay, make one step. Make one step. She's going to appreciate it so much. It's going to change your life. It's going to change your life. And it's on all of the details in life, they need to be fixed. So you need to work on yourself on everything. On learning a little bit more, on praying a little bit more with more intention, with more heart. To pray. Okay, so it's hard for you to pray. But take one verse, take one line from the tefillah, take one bracha. Say, today I'm going to say one bracha. And put a simania, a mark, something in your siddur. And one bracha, say one verse, say one tefillah, one thing, say only Shema Yisrael, only say Hashem, Sfatay Tiftach, only that verse, something, choose, do something, progress in one step, and one step going to lead you to the second step. But you will never going to complete your task if you will not going to start walking in that path. If you will not going to start, no one going to push you to do it. Only horrible judgments can push a person to do things when he doesn't want. And we don't want that. We don't want that life going to wake you up, that you need to start being a better husband, and that you need to come early. And you don't want that. You want to do You want to do things from your heart. So for Moshe Rabbeinu, from those righteous people, we're learning how to work on ourselves. And this is what that is written here, that the holy tablets, the broken holy tablets, they are the roots of the Torah. And Moshe Rabbeinu, he was the one that was fighting with HaKadosh Baruch Hu to hand us the Torah, to give us the Torah. And then he was also the one that broke the holy tablets. When he realized that we're not able, he knew how to admit in his mistake. The Midrash is saying that Moshe Rabbeinu, he was arguing with the Creator in heaven in a place that calls Marom, in the highest place in heaven. And he was arguing with with the Creator on the holy tablets. And the Creator is holding the tablets from one side, and Moshe is holding the holy tablets from the other side, and they're arguing, they're fighting on the tablets. And then Moshe Rabbeinu was overpowering on Hashem, and he took the tablets from his hands and went down to give it to Am Yisrael. And then when he comes down, he see all of them are sinning, dancing around the golden calf, worshipping idols. So Moshe Rabbeinu, he said, okay, so I was wrong. Nothing happened. I cannot give them the Torah. The Creator, you were right. You were right. I wasn't supposed to take the Torah from you. You had your reason why not to give them the Torah yet. So he took it on himself and he broke the tablet. You cannot bring it back to Hashem Yitbarach. It's going to be very insulting. Who knows if we're going to get them again. So he broke them. So they fell. Hashem, I'm sorry, I don't know. They just fell off my hands, just broke them. Apologizing. He's ready to take on himself the judgments of breaking the holy tablet, something that it's madness to do. No one is able to do something like that. But he's ready to take it on himself. He's not afraid. He's not planning to have a world to come or whatever. He doesn't have no plans forever. He doesn't have nothing. He just wants to do the right thing now. And he's ready to admit, I was wrong, you were right, I'm apologizing, yes, everything is great, no, okay. And whatever it takes to do the next step, he will do it. It means to die, okay, he will die. He's not afraid to die. It means to sacrifice, okay, he will sacrifice, whatever. It means not to eat, it means to pray 40 days. And if we would have a person like that in our generation, we also wouldn't have no problems. The reason Moshe Rabbeinu achieved bringing all of that forgiveness and all of that kindness wasn't because that he was Moshe Rabbeinu, so strong and important. He brought himself to be so strong and important. In the beginning, he was a regular person. Before that, he went up for the 40 days. He didn't have the reward of being 40 days on Mount Sinai. Before that, he was sacrificing for himself for Am Yisrael. He didn't have that on his back to be rewarded on sacrificing for the sake of Am Yisrael. He didn't. So all of those things are things that he purchased, that he bought those things when he was putting his effort on in life, risking himself and achieving and making another step and another step. And everyone can do it. Everyone can decide, I'm going to do another step today. I'm going to do another thing today for all of Am Yisrael. Shchon Eretz Urei Emuna, and then you're going to be able to live in Eretz Israel and to be a shepherd of faith. It means that people are going to believe in you. People are going to receive their faith from you. Hina klal, that's the rule. שצריך כל אדם לראות, every person have to make sure שמצידו, that from his side לא יהיה עיכוב משיח. He will not going to stop Mashiach from coming. So what are we going to do? People like us that are holding Mashiach back all of the time, what are we going to do? We need to see how not to do it. I know, so what's the way to do it? What you should do to fix and to work on yourself, not to hold Mashiach back. דהיינו לעשות תשובה שלמה, to make a complete תשובה, ולתקן מעשיו, and to fix himself. And then Rabbeinu is explaining that you become to be in that level of complete tshuva when you walk in that path of Moshe Rabbeinu, to become to be like Moshe Rabbeinu. And when is that? When a person is doing complete tshuva, it's in the aspect that he sees shifluto, his what? Worthlessness. Yes, worthlessness. amazing. And then Rabbeinu is saying that a person should achieve that level, that he holds himself even under his level. Means that even if you see that you achieved something, that you have something, you need to hold yourself even under that. Means to know that even the things that you do have, you received them from Hashem Yitbarach. They not belongs to you. It's not that you now have it. No, that is mine. No, it's not yours. You just got it from Hashem. Hashem gave it to you. So that's not your level. It's Hashem's kindness. That's real humility. That's when the person is 100% humble. And then Rabbeinu was saying on that also, that by that a person can see his worthlessness. Worthlessness. By that, על ידי זה, אין שום אדם יכול להוציאו ולדחותו ממקומו. No one can reject him. No one can push him away from his place. No one in the world going to be able to affect him like that, to reject him, to cancel his will, and to deny him. Why? Because that person, he himself is very humble, and he's in the aspect of nothing, and he's not under the rules of the space and the place at all. So he doesn't have a place. So you cannot push him. You cannot reject him because he's not there. Even if you're going to try to push him, you're just going to walk and you're going to go through him, and he will stay in the place that he was because he's beyond the place. Like Hashem, can you reject Hashem? You cannot. Can you push something spiritual? You can see it in the air. You can reject the air. In the moment that you try to push that air, another air came here. And it's the air. It's the same air. You don't know what you've done. Nothing happened. You play with yourself. So that's when a person is humble and he's not holding himself in his physicality. He's just connecting himself to his spiritual being. He becomes to be a spiritual creation, a spiritual being. And then he cannot be rejected by physical people, by physical acts. Just everyone that's going to try to touch him will never going to find him. He will always going to stay there, and no one going to be able to push him, to reject him. For sure, people cannot reject him from his place. And this is what that is written, Shavu ish tachtav, in Shabbos, in Shabbat. That Shabbat is the letters of the word Shavta ad Hashem Elokecha. You need to come back to do tshuva until you're going to find Hashem. Shavta, you need to do tshuva to come back to Hashem until ad Hashem Elokecha, until you're going to come back to that simple faith that Hashem, He is your God. Means that when you do tshuva, you're realizing, you're receiving those eyes that Hashem, He is the one that put you into all of those situations. When you were standing in that situation, why you've sinned, why you took money that wasn't yours, why you were insulting people that you weren't supposed to, why you were doing things, because you couldn't see Hashem. You saw that you were hungry, you saw that you were insulted, you saw that that person was risking you, you saw, so you decided, you took decision, you took some acts, you made actions. Why? Because you could not see Hashem. But when you do a complete tshuva, so you cancel all of the physicality of all of those situations, and you suddenly see that it was all Hashem. So when you complete to do tshuva, v'shavta ad Hashem Elokecha, you come to that place that you see that it was all God. That's humility. That's 100% of humility. And in that situation, no one can reject you, because you realize that even the things that you have, you just receive them from Hashem Yitbarach. It's the loving kindness of the Creator. So when you stand in that situation, that you see that it's all from Him, no one can take it from you, because it's not even yours. And when people, chas v'shalom, are trying to take something that they have, that you hold, they're actually fighting with Hashem. Because Hashem going to fight for you. Because you don't claim for no ownership on those things. So when you say Hashem, it belongs to Him. So they actually have a problem with Him. When they're attacking you, they're attacking Hashem. When they're fighting with you, they're fighting with Hashem. And then you need to be quiet, and God's going to fight for you. So you see that When you just try to work on your midot and to come back to simple faith and to believe in the Creator and to confess on your mistakes, on the situations that you forgot Hashem's being over there in those situations, you're bringing back Hashem Yitbarach into those situations, and then you're protected. Then no one can touch you, no one can hurt you. The reason that you sinned before was because that you were afraid that someone can hurt you, because you were lack of faith. You didn't have Hashem with you. Now when you're going to do tshuva, you're going to bring Hashem. And then Hashem going to protect you, and you're not going to sin anymore. Thank you very much. Chazak u'baruch.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Obi from the Emuna channel here in Jerusalem. I'm the guy behind the camera of that class that you just watched. Subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to Rav Dror. So show me some love. Show Rav Dror some love. Subscribe to the channel. We post new videos almost every single day. Awesome classes like this. So go ahead, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions on the classes you just watched, or just other questions that you have, or comments that you want to tell us, post them in the comments below. And we do a question and answer session every single week. So we'll either answer your question in that on video, or we'll make sure to get you an answer. Click over here if you want to see another awesome video from Rav Dror. Click over here if you want to see some of his students share inspiration, stories, amazing things that happen with them following his advice. And of course, check out emunachannel.com. Awesome website where we have tons more inspirational content. We have videos, blogs, music, and all sorts of cool stuff. So get involved over there at emunachannel.com, and we'll see you in the comments.